everyone, welcome back to my channel. So along the way, I have been keeping steady in my workout, working on my diet, being a little better in my eating choices, but through the process of trying to decide which branch to enlist in, I have found some pros and some cons along the way. The Army is the branch that gives the most incentives to join. They give up to $50,000 in student loan reimbursement. They have bonuses for any and everything you can possibly imagine. They are trying to get people to join them. The Air Force is the exact opposite. The Air Force is like, look, if you're joining the Air Force, you're joining because you want to be in the Air Force. We're not giving you any type of perks or incentives to join us. You are joining because you want to be here. With that being said, let me start over. From the beginning, I've been kind of putting into my daily prayers that if this is the path that I'm supposed to be on, to make sure that I am very, very, very much aware that this is the path I'm supposed to be on. If I am not supposed to be walking down this road, shut every single door, make it obvious and blatantly clear that this is not the direction I'm supposed to be going in for my path and my future. It kind of seemed like with the Air Force, with the tattoo removal, with me having to lose the weight, and, especially with me being 31 now, if I was 17 or 18 going into the military, the incentives wouldn't really mean too much to me, but I'm older. I have real world experience. I have student loans that I would love some assistance with. So it's kind of one of those things that I really have to consider. Yes, I want to join the military. Yes, there are deeper and more important reasons for me to enlist and serve my country, but a little help ain't never wrong. A little help had never hurt nobody. So I kind of scratched the Air Force off my list, and I went back to considering just the Army. Until I was speaking to my godfather, and he was like, well, what happened to Navy? And I was like, I didn't consider the Navy. The last I heard, the Navy was the last branch that was reviewing their regulations on natural hair. I hadn't learned up until this point that they had any type of leniencies or they'd even rewritten them. And so I didn't think it was an option. Well, look what I found out. Reading is fundamental. Turns out they not only accept natural hair in the Navy, they also have no qualms against the tattoo behind my ear because it fits in their inch by inch measurements. So those are two things right there that I don't have to worry about. Now, the Navy is a perfect mix of Army and Air Force. They have the amazing opportunities, job opportunities. There are numerous jobs you can choose from. They do their part and set you up for life after military if you decide not to have a career in it. Where the Army is slightly more restricted in the job opportunities that they provide you, it's a good mix of both, Air Force and Army with the Navy. So I've reached out to a Navy recruiter, and remember I was talking about those prayers? It kind of seems that with the Navy, all the doors are open. I met with the recruiter right off the bat. She took my measurements. She said, I don't want you to have to worry and stress about losing the weight. Yes, I want you to lose weight. It'll just be easier on you. But eventually, you're going to lose the weight in basic training anyway because you're going to be put through your paces. Right now, what you need to worry about is getting your waist under 35.5 inches, and that way they won't even measure anything else. Your weight is important, but your measurements are even more so. And that to me was amazing. It took a stress off my shoulders. I didn't have to worry so much about dropping weight and dropping weight unhealthily. I wanted to be able to move through this process in the best way that I possibly could. On top of that, they wanted to meet me in person. Let me tell you something. between the Army and the Air Force and the Navy was the only recruiter that said, hey, are you busy Monday afternoon? Come in, I want to meet you face to face. Whereas when I called the Army and the Air Force, I requested, hey, can I come meet you face to face? I'd like to speak with you, sit down, get information. And as soon as they heard that I was at 185 in my weight, or I had a tattoo behind my ear, or whatever the case was, they were like, you know what? There's no need for you to come in. We can just do this over the phone. So when the Navy said, you know what, come on in, sit down with us, talk to us, I was pleasantly surprised, and I truly, truly appreciated it. You never get a true feel of someone until you're face to face with them, and so that was a big bonus to me in that regard. But I was able to go in. I sat down with a recruiter. I spoke with her for 2 hours. She convinced me to do a practice ASVAB. I was not ready. I was like, girl, I don't know about this. But I did it, and I actually did surprisingly well. So I'm not as stressed about taking the test as I was before. However, I would still like to score very high because that's just the type of person that I am. So trust and believe, your girl is studying. With that being said, that's my new goal. I have signed majority of the paperwork needed to start the process. I have a date set for my ASVAB. It is October 24th, so keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Send positive vibes my way. And shortly before that, I hope to get a response from the medical team after they've reviewed my paperwork and let me know if I need to either provide more or I'm green and I'm ready to go to MEPS, go through processing, and swear in. I'm making moves and I'm so excited and so happy. So please continue to cross your fingers for me. Keep me in your thoughts, keep me in your prayers, keep sending positive vibes my way, and I will update you shortly on everything that's going on. Also, I am down to 13 pounds. Yay me. So I still have about 10 more pounds to lose before I'm at my goal weight, but I am working on it. I'm doing my part, and I'm really looking forward to the future. So it's happening, and I'm super, super, super happy. Anyway, see you next time.